My 7-month dream relationship turned into a nightmare. I'm going to share with you how my seemingly perfect relationship turned into a horrific nightmare. For those who know me personally, I ask you to keep this person's identity confidential. I had been single for a few years when I met Jack, having taken a break from dating to focus on my career and on self-improvement. I lost weight, got rid of some fake friends, worked on mending relationships, and getting closer to the people that really mattered to me, and let go of some unhealthy emotions I held on to for too long. I did the work, and now it was time to reap the rewards. I was ready to date again. To be honest, I was apprehensive about trying dating apps. So when I went to the library on my day off and Jack approached me, I agreed to call him. It wasn't long before I convinced myself, and those around me, that I'd met the one. He was charming, consistent, and said all the right things. From our very first date, everything felt like a fairy tale. He opened doors, remembered the smallest details, and called me beautiful like it was my name. Within a few weeks, we were inseparable. He introduced me to his mom by week 3, and by week 4, he was already talking about our future, our wedding, our kids, where we would move to. There were some red flags, but I guess I was so tired of being single and felt my biological clock ticking, so I ignored them. I don't want you to go through what I went through with someone like Jack, so I'm going to share the red flags with you all. Red flag number 1 was love bombing. At the time, I saw it as passion. Now I know he was rushing intimacy to gain control. Things were so good that I ignored the moments that didn't sit right, like the way he always wanted to know where I was, and how he'd get moody if I went out with friends. I told myself that he just loves me a lot. When we had our first argument, I thought it was normal, but he raised his voice, loud. Then came the silent treatment for 2 days. After that, he cried, apologized, and blamed his past trauma. This became a pattern. Red flag number 2 was the possessiveness. He'd say, "I just want to keep you safe," or "I don't trust people around you." Red flag number 3 was the emotional manipulation. He used guilt and tears as weapons. I started feeling bad for his bad behavior. It wasn't long before I didn't recognize myself. I stopped going out. I asked for permission before making plans. He made subtle comments about what I wore, who I followed, said I was getting too chubby, and he commented on all my social media posts. I found out he went through my phone while I was asleep. He found old photos of me and my ex from before we even met. He exploded, called me names, accused me of being just like every other girl. I tried to break up with him, but he begged, showed up at my job, sat outside of my sister's house for hours while I visited with her, messaged my friends. I was fed up and at my wit's end, but then I thought that maybe I was overreacting. Then he did something unforgivable. He posted a private photo of us, taken without my consent, on social media. I made him take it down, but it gets worse. At dinner with my parents, he asked them if they had seen it. I found out he placed a tracker on my car. He also put up hidden cameras in my home. That was my wake-up call. I contacted law enforcement, blocked him everywhere, told my family everything. I got out and now I am trying to rebuild myself. I am in therapy. Please, don't lose yourself trying to find love. I spent 7 months living a dream, only to realize I was in the middle of a nightmare. I learned fast doesn't mean real. Love that moves too fast is often a cover for something darker. Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Boundaries are everything. If someone pushes yours, it's a sign of future disrespect. Control and love are not the same. Real love gives freedom, not fear.